Hey, hello everyone, welcome back. Welcome to more of this game. So we need a game changer, and I think that this something called the Skyripper sounds pretty fucking hardcore. So let's fucking do that.
But the Skyripper, the Transcendent Emperor, had buried its pieces. What could have brought them to light?
Transcendent Emperor.
Isengrim III had once been kind, but he'd gone mad. And now he was conducting secret, obscene rituals to bring back the lost gods.
That dick!
He, somehow, summoned the long-lost components of the legendary weapon out of the deep places of the earth.
I mean,
more than Reynardo
probably.
But if he could find a legendary weapon, he would use it.
Yeah. They call it the Godfucker. They call it the Great Exploder.
As he set foot on the island, Reynardo couldn't help feeling a bit curious. Was Lapino still waiting to be rescued? No. He was probably drinking champagne with the ravens.
That fucking
Did
dingus.
ravens drink champagne? Did rabbits?
I mean, why
Reynardo
not?
felt oddly thirsty, come to think of it. Why had he chosen the Skyripper?
Because it sounded
Reynardo
fucking
never made
sick.
plans that required constant vigilance. He was a hero.
Yeah.
Didn't think too much. He just went with his gut and hoped it all worked out.
Yeah.
The Skyripper was a long shot. He'd have to devote himself to it. No side journeys, no rescuing old friends. That was against his nature. Could he stick with it?
No one knows. But with the Skyfucker, who can say? Oh man, so last time
Crafting bench.
I got so much fucking shit. Yes. Oh god, I need so much more for that. Hell yeah. Got the ice sword. And now it's gonna be like 6 fucking years until I get the fucking last sword. And then another fucking millennia till I can upgrade all the other ones. Ooh. Yeah. Ooh, that's good. That's some good shit right there. That's some good shit right there. That's what that is. Some good shit. Ooh. Hey. 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 Oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck. Ow. See, that's the kind of shit that those motherfuckers do.
Hey, why don't you guys fight in groups? Oh, I know. Because there's no I in team.
But yeah, and normally those things, like, aren't that fucking vicious because, like, they die in one hit. But sometimes, like that, when you do the slash,
The people who had built this castle
you go a little bit
didn't
forward.
even know what monstrous weapon lay hidden within their walls. The Skyripper could destroy anything it touched, or so the legend said. As the Transcendent Emperor had fought the lost gods, thousands of thousands had died.
Yes,
But Reynardo
okay,
had
there
been
we
through
go.
wars.
Thank you.
The only merciful war was a short one.
That's a good one.
Was way better than being able to shrink down to the size of an ant. Anyway.
But yeah, when you do the standard slash attack on the eyeballies, hey, I got this now. Very often, like 1 out of every 4 or something,
Reynardo wondered what would happen if he jumped.
Wait.
Would he be rescued by an emergency platform?
like you kind of teleport through them and they see you and it's really, really bad. Hey motherfuckers! Hey motherfuck! Guess what? You ain't got no shield now. That means you're not special. Wait, I should be using this. Damn, that thing... Sword heals fast. Skablam. Ooh, yes please. Oh,
there was
yeah.
blood on this one, so it hadn't saved its owner.
Ooh, shield breaker. If I recall correctly, that's a fun one. Because it does what it says on the tin. Pew, pew, pew. Stab, stab. Hey, ooh, don't be rude. I just want to get the god destroying super weapon. Is that so much to ask? Can't you just let me have that?
Already, Reynardo knew more than he ever
Woo.
had. But about what?
I think this way. Yes. Aha. Oh yeah, so good. And then read. The truth behind the Skyripper is shrouded in thick fog. The most believable tale is the Transcendent Emperor used the Skyripper to banish Iblis. Then the TE buried the weapon and vanished. Was it a self-imposed exile to rid the world of the last divine presence, or was it the price to pay for using such a tremendous power? Could the Skyripper and Iblis have a deeper connection than just a weapon and its victim? My rituals will summon the Iblis Stone. Perhaps I should worry that they will also cause the Skyripper to resurface. If that is the case, I shall spare no resources to find it. A weapon that can banish a god is an invaluable bargaining chip should the old ones decide to double-cross me. It is in their nature to try, but gods are predictable, and I can rely on that to always be one step ahead. Emperor Isengrim III Secret Journal.
He needed some way to break the ice with this war,
Whoop.
so to speak.
Pew. Yeah. So, as you can see, having the different swords gets you access to, like, different secret areas and stuff, which has a lot of, like, bonus cool stuff. One thing that I do find, and also, like, sometimes just lets you, like, skip fucking sections of the fucking map, which is interesting.
Can I borrow that?
One thing I do find a little bit weird is that, like, so they have it for the fire sword, they have it for the ice sword, and they have it for the purple sword, but they also have them on occasion for the green sword, which is the hero sword, which is the sword that you literally need to even, like, start the game. This one isn't a secret area, this is just, like, too advanced, but there are some that, like, are secret areas.
Say goodnight, Gracie, said Reynardo, wondering who Gracie was.
I also don't get that reference. I'm assuming it's an old TV show. Ooh. Nope, there we go. Ooh, jam. Ooh, a jam. Oh yeah, that's right. I keep forgetting that using the fucking grapple beam on an enemy uses up a fucking thing point, stamina. Woo! Oh, come on.
I'm sorry. Was that your shield?
Oh, come on. You were too far away to fucking hit me. Don't be a jerk. Y'all being jerks. Hey! I was doing a thing. These ravens are jerks. They won't let me just fucking kill them. Imperfect combat. What's over here? Fire sword. Don't mind if I do.
Ah, the road less traveled, thought Reynardo. How intriguing.
Hey, jerks. What you up to? Jerk shit? Jerk stuff? Being jerks? Woo! Bam, ba-jam. Be prepared for lots of sound effects. Because it's the only way I know how to fight. Just like anyone can tell you, my car runs on...
His sword food teacher used to say power gems were cheating. Stupid fuck.
My car runs on me
That
making
had
race
been
car
his mistake
noises.
before, trusting his old friend Lapino, who'd been
My
through
sword
so
fighting
many
ability
battles with him and shed so many heart attacks,
depends
who he'd
on
rescued so many times.
me making sword swinging
guy
noises. Have I leveled? Yes, I have. Hot diggity damn. Yes, please. More maximum stamina. That's a real good shit upgrade. Okay. Alright. Oh yeah, look at this
There it
thing.
was. Skyripper's armature. The stuff that dreams are made of. Engineers' dreams, anyway. The
Yeah,
device
probably.
was intricate. No one alive had the skill to make a thing like it.
What
How
even
was
is
it part
it?
of a weapon at all? He'd have to ask a scientist.
I don't want to ask a
Get the
scientist.
second piece.
Y'all motherfuckers lying
Skyripper
and
had a
getting me
heart. A
pissed.
core that had come to rest on the next island.
Nice.
Well, there was another island he could reach. Zenobia had just invaded it with her father's Raven battalion.
Zenobia.
She must be encamped there still. But fighting Zenobia now, that made no sense at all. He'd already sacrificed one friend to get this
Armored
armature, was
core.
it? He didn't need to hurry to face her. She would find him.
And then they would smooch. Like in my fanfic. Nah, I gotta fucking get the fucking
It was a
core.
no-brainer. He'd sacrificed his old friend Lapino to get the armature.
Okay, but
And the
Lapino's
armature
a
was useless
jerk.
by itself, only a series of coils and wheels. War demanded
Like all the best
sacrifices,
things.
and he would make more before the end. He would have to choose the greatest good, no matter how much it cost him. Zenobia. Well, he would see her sooner or later, across a battlefield or a sword's point before all this was over.
So
He was
sick.
sure of that.
Look at
The
that.
power was in the core. Obviously,
It's
he
a
had to
fucking
get the core.
D20. Which naturally has the most power of anything. World's turn on a D20. Specifically, D&D worlds. And Pathfinder.
He looked up at the old trees around him.
Not
They were
World
so
of Darkness,
big
though.
and so old. They'd been there before he was born, and they'd be there after he'd passed into legend. Was he confronting his own unimportance? What had got into him? He was no philosopher. Anyway, who cares? He was plenty important. He was a hero, and soon he'd prove it.
Yeah. Also, it's real fun. For the rest of this. For the rest of this arc.
The Emperor actually called his weapon the Skyripper.
Yeah, right?
Seemed a bit grandiose, didn't it?
Shit, no, there was an ore there. Oh, well, whatever. So for the rest of this fucking run, that thing's gonna be following me around, which is super fun and cool. Oh, yeah. I'm annoyed that I fucking missed that one ore, but it's not worth going back for. Woo! YOLO! Kids, don't jump into wells. It usually doesn't end good. It usually ends downright bad. That looks like red lyrium. No thank you. I'll go to this really fucking pretty place. Look at this. Look at this. This is so happy and nice. And then like 5 feet away, it's like,
There was something
ooky spooky.
sour in the air. Like the earth had ruptured over something that had been fermenting for a very long time.
Man, that's some spooky world building. How is this bridge held together? It's fucking not. It's magic. I don't like that. But damn, I do like how pretty this place is. What are you birds doing here? Hey. You know nothing, crow.
Where did that go to?
Where did that go to? We'll never know. Even what that is. Because I don't know what he's fucking referring to. Ha-cha, ha-cha, ha-cha-da-cha, ha-pa-da-da-ba, ha-pa-da-da-ba-da-ba, ha-cha, kablam. Oh yeah, level up.
There were fewer and fewer trees. There were only these huge crystalline growths. Had those been here before? He no longer heard birds except for the feverish cawing of the ravens when they attacked. He couldn't smell the small animals of the forest. The mice and rabbits. Where had they gone? And he was getting hungry too. This was an unhealthy place to be.
Fucking just get a lot of stamina, because a lot of stamina is good. Because it lets me fucking dash around a lot, and I really like dashing around. I really like being able to do that. Just woo, woo. So good.
What about you guys? Everything.
Reynardo's full of hate. He's an angry young man. Yeah, Reynardo's everything I want to be when I grow up. Particularly because he's a fox, and foxes are cool. Like, I don't mean that in like a furry way. I just mean like I want to be an actual fox. Like, come on. They're so neat. They're like cats, but dogs. The magic D20.
The 20-sided core made him feel physically sick.
Icosahedron?
He sneaked into a temple of the dark art, and he hadn't liked what he
Icosahedron.
smelt and saw there. This felt like that. As quick as he could, he wrangled the icosahedron
Nailed
into
it!
the armature. The wheel began to spin, then glow. The sick feeling quickly spun away. Now he only felt sad.
Same.
He had lost good friends for this war apparatus.
Yeah, but it's like a fucking
Maybe
god
Lapino
killer.
wasn't such a good friend. Yeah, that made him feel better.
Yeah,
He carried
Lapino,
his
you
prize
dingus.
back to the Farfarer.
You
Now,
jerk.
to make his next move. There was a key Imperial outpost on the Nexus. If this really was some sort of superweapon, he could use it to wreak havoc on the enemy. And if it wasn't,
Good.
well, better to know that before the final battle. But
Or
maybe he should show it to some scientists first.
those do look like
There's
happy
an observatory
frogs.
on the Nexus. Maybe he should go there before he fired it.
They look like very happy frogs. More crows are. I gotta go with happy frogs. Look at
Of
them.
course, if you've just assembled a weapon out of legend that can exile gods from the world, you'd
Like
want to
they're
have a
happy
scientist
frogs.
to look at
Happy
it.
science
And
frogs.
even if they disagreed and he had time, he could ask Calaveras himself.
Yeah.
Yes, the observatory would be his objective.
Of course. Excellent. I mean, look, I know we gotta fucking kill a bunch of ravens and shit, but like, did you see those happy frogs? Did you really see them? They were amazing. And I definitely want to see some happy fucking frogs.
Why had the parts of the Skyripper only surfaced now? Thousands of years after the Transcendent Emperor had dismantled it. The mad Emperor Isengrim had performed terrible, bloodthirsty rituals to invoke the lost gods. Was that why these ancient artifacts were rising out of the ground? How perfect, then, that the Skyripper would reappear to be his destruction. Reynardo wondered idly if people who had built these poles had really, really long tentacles.
So something that you've likely noticed here is that this is basically the same map that was the third one last run. And yeah, it is. There's gonna be a fair amount of that. While this game does have a lot of interesting story stuff, map-wise, it is basically like 7 or 8 different things. So we are going to be seeing a lot of the same like areas. I like chalk it up to being a fucking indie game. It is an unfortunate thing. I am going to be upfront about it. Like, that is part of the thing. So, oh, that's a good one to get. Ooh, and another thing. At the school, we learned the gossip of the Transcendent Emperor, the last divinity to pierce the skies. He would banish the evil old gods and grant us the gift of time. But could one man, divine as he may be, create something as intricate as time? I have my own theory. I believe that time is a symptom rather than a gift. I'm convinced that, on a cosmic scale, there is a pendulum motion between order and chaos. The Transcendent Emperor ended chaos and started the age we live in. An age of cause and effect, of fact and logic. Time is merely the tapestry upon which these laws manifest themselves. It is the foundation for order's companion, entropy. But in the age of chaos, when the old gods reign, perception carries more weight than facts. Emotions can shape worlds, and time ceases to exist. The age of order is ending. I am merely helping the inevitable. Entropy has been broken. Fate has been breached. The end of time is coming, and I shall embrace it. Emperor Isengrim III, Secret Journal. That's fucking weird. But yeah, so we will be seeing a lot of the same maps. There is going to be a lot of replay in that regard. A lot of kind of redundancy. But there basically will always be new story over it. And hopefully my commentary is also entertaining. But just pointing it out so that you don't have to, that yes, this is the same map as last run and the same map as in future runs. So yeah. But this time I got this little skyfucker orb. Hey, fucking jerk. I was doing good. Boom. But jam. Come on and slam. But yeah. What this game does admittedly lack in fancy and
legendary
varied
weapon was
maps,
exactly
it
what
has
the
in
rebellion
cool
needed.
story stuff.
They were outnumbered. The once kind emperor had become a tyrant. But his ravens stayed loyal, for he fed them his victims, and the other animals were too frightened to rebel.
What a
Reynardo
bunch of
shuddered at
jerks.
what the emperor was trying to do. To bring back the lost gods, the Black Harvest, the Black Sun? No. He would stop that toad, no matter what the risk.
So this is what I was talking about earlier, with some platforms and stuff not texture loading right.
The Nexus Observatory had the
It's
Empire's
a
most
little
renowned
weird.
scientists, working by themselves, without interference. At least, so far.
Overall, it doesn't cause too many problems most of the time.
The platform used a hybrid propulsion system fueled by anti-gravity and wishful thinking.
Ooh. Hey, don't hit me with fireballs, please. Don't. What did I say? I said don't hit me with fireballs. And what are you trying to do? Hit me with fireballs. I don't know why so many fucking platforms are not loaded. That's new. Usually it's like at most one per fucking map. This has been a bunch.
Boy, some people are just liable to explode if you upset them.
When hit or thrown, they will explode after a few seconds. Okay then. Woo! Ha ha! Ha ha! Ha ha! Man, you'd think they'd be a little more hesitant about fighting me since I've got the fucking god muncher. Hey!
Oops. Thought Reynardo?
Whoop! Woo! Okay. Hey. Doop. I can't go that way. Wee! Woo! Yeah, energy. Energy's cool. Ooh. Yeah. Alright. 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 Look at that little orb. Look at it go. Look at it following me. It's like, hey, wait up. I don't go that fast. I'm just a little orb. I'm just a little icosahedron in some kind of armature. Woo. Yeah.
Reynardo was thrilled. The scientists seemed to think he'd put the Skyripper together right.
Nice.
But one toad was worried.
Yeah, the Skyripper could tear a hole in existence itself. There are invisible strings that tie the universe together. If
Sounds like
Skyripper
bullshit.
cut one, the hole would widen and widen until our whole existence fell into it.
That's
Another toad
nonsense.
sighed. Irving still believes in string theory.
That's
At least
ridiculous.
go see Calaveras.
Yeah, said the worried toad.
He knows more than anyone else has forgotten about the Transcendent Emperor.
If
Okay,
anyone
then.
could tell him how to use this weapon safely, it would be Calaveras. It was he who had told Reynardo how to find it in the first place.
That's a happier frog.
Maybe he had to give up on using it as a weapon. Maybe he had to go to the secret rebel base and ask the generals there what he could do with a weapon that he dared not use.
No, I'm gonna go with the happy mustache frog. Look at him!
Well, he
Happy
should have known
mustache
to consult
frog!
Calaveras again.
Look at him!
The scientists at the
I
observatory were
want him
smart
to be
enough.
my dad.
But what did they know of the Transcendent Emperor?
I want
He
this
hoped it
frog
wouldn't
to
delay
be
him
my
too long.
father.
The rebels had scheduled
And
the final
my
battle
mother.
soon. Every day they delayed
And
risked the exposure of the secret
All
base.
of my siblings.
And some soldiers were already drifting back to their homes and
All
families.
100 of them.
Calaveras would fix the Skyripper for him. And then he would win the final battle.
That is, like, come on, look at that frog. Dude, like, was that not the best frog? Maybe not the best frog. I'll admit that is saying a lot. But, I mean, damn.
Maybe it was
That was a real
cold.
good frog.
But after a few steps, Reynardo's optimism started to slump. What if Calaveras couldn't help? Did Reynardo dare use the Skyripper? Oh,
Yes.
he hated that he had chosen this path. It was so much simpler to rescue friends and
Damn it,
attack
get him.
enemies, even if some of those friends were more trouble than his enemies. Some of those enemies had been friends before and might be lovers after. No, okay, it wasn't all that much simpler.
Nice.
Physics made his brain hurt. That, at least, he was sure of.
Nah, energy I want to kill. Yes, please. And I can upgrade my fire sword, but I'm saving up because I want to get the fucking void blade, which I almost have enough shit for. And it would be better to get that than to upgrade. Like, better to get the last blade than to just upgrade one of the blades I already have. Because then I can go into every door. Hey, don't be fucking rude.
Hey, welcome to Earth. Reynardo told the corpses. It was something he'd seen in a play once.
Haha, get it? That's a reference to a movie. What a topical reference, too. Independence Day came out, what, 2 years ago? This year? The first one, I mean. Not like Independence Day 2, Independence Year. Which is definitely the subtitle of that movie. But wait,
Reynardo had learned so much about... What was it again?
does this take place on Earth? Is this Earth? If so, is it the past or future? Do furries take over? Is that... I'm gonna go for the ice door. Fuck it. Ice doors never leave me down. Never let me down. Ooh, yeah.
Maybe I should follow my nose, thought Reynardo.
Oh yeah. Ice door, you never let me down. Oh shit! That's enough ore to make that fucking sword. Now I just need to get to a workbench, which won't happen for another fucking year. Because they're really weirdly, like, far away spaced. Oh shit, I was really scared about the fucking Skyfucker for a second. I was like, what's following me? Is it a warlock? Is it an enemy? Hey, I was... That was bull butts. The way you block is by holding in a direction and attacking. So I should have
Tried to focus
blocked.
on the now. The ravens who seemed
But I
everywhere all the time. Where did they hatch from? Were there giant raven hatcheries somewhere, or did they have families? Ooh, he didn't want to think about raven mummies raising their darling raven chicks.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
that's
Calderas
weird.
would help. He would make Reynardo feel better about using the Skyripper. And then Reynardo wouldn't have to worry about ravens ever again.
'Cause he'd fucking kill them all. Like, I mean, ravens are
Reynardo's
cool.
paws were getting numb. Calderas really didn't want company, did he?
Yeah, apparently not. Oh shit, man. Cool mountain. Both in terms of aesthetic and temperature. Wait, shit. Ice door. Ice door.
Don't look down, he thought.
Yes. Yeah. Honestly, it seems like you'd use a fucking fire sword to open an ice door, and maybe an ice sword to open a fire door. But I get why they would make it same works on same. Another thing to read. Dear Zenobia, do you remember that expedition I have sent to the depths beneath the islands? Well, they've returned. Well, I was doing well earlier. They've returned. Well, 3 ships have returned, out of the 8 I sent. Of course I mourn their losses, but the knowledge the survivors brought back is invaluable. What they have experienced is incredible. The air gradually grows denser and more turbulent, until it becomes a suffocating, bone-crushing thunderstorm. But the islands keep stretching for miles below the surface. And they have roots that radiate downward, far beyond sight. The islands are alive. This is the proof I was looking for. The thick air of the depths keeps them afloat. And in the depths they find their sustenance. Do they have a conscience? Are they aware of our existence? Or are we merely parasites that they ignore or tolerate? I must prepare another expedition. This time I will go myself. I need to see this wondrous world of endless deep sky. I hope you will visit me before I leave. I would like to hear more about that new friend of yours, Reynardo. With love, Father.
Well, they really needed to redecorate anyway.
Kaslam. Oh, bam, 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 cham, bam. Ah, fucking rude. I keep thinking that the Skyfucker is some kind of enemy projectile.
They seem to make everyone else harder to kill.
Enchanters. I hate enchantment. Hey, you stop. Oh, fuck you. Pew, pew.
Here, fishy.
I wanted. Oh, that worked. Not what I was aiming for, but gets the job done. Alright. Thankfully, I got my trusty sword. My trusty ice sword. Okay. Hoo. Oh. Attack speed. Physical resistance up. That's a good one to have. I think there's 3 levels to each sword. Come on. There we go. Or not sword,
Reynardo had been focusing all his energies on the Skyripper. If Calaveras could not fix it, he'd be out of options. He would have to assault the Imperial fleet empty-handed.
Okay, what do I want? What you want? Baby, I got it. Hey, it's the frog. It's my dad.
Had never let him down.
Yeah, of course I can make it work better. But
Yeah.
When Reynardo explained about the strings, Calaveras grew thoughtful.
Oh, strings, you say? Well, the Arcana do speak of the ties that bind the world.
He drew
Sounds all
many
mystic
intricate
mumbo
symbols
jumbo.
in the dirt.
Yeah, so, according to my calculations, each time you fire, I'm afraid there's a 1 in 120 chance you'll destroy the universe.
I like those
pretty good
odds.
That's like rolling, 21 dice and they all come up 6. What are the odds of that?
Yeah.
No! It's more like 2.716s in a row.
21
Anyway,
sixes.
with those odds, it won't
I
happen
like
if we
those
just run.
odds.
What? No. That's so not right. Look, each time you use it... Okay, look. Just don't use it ever. At all, okay?
All right.
Or,
I guess.
if
As
I
he
do
sailed away
use
from the
it,
mountains,
and it does
Reynardo
blow
could
up
see clouds
everything,
darkening.
who will know?
Rain?
No one.
Ships. Imperial ships, swarming thick as bees.
Not the bees!
The big battle. They could not afford to lose this one. What if it did not go well? What if he had to use the Skyripper? Could he gamble the universe?
Again,
On
if
the
he
other
did,
hand,
who the fuck would
What
know?
were the odds of rolling 21 6s in a row?
Exactly. Then again, some people who might be watching this right now, who are my PCs in games I run, the odds of someone rolling 21 6s in a row is 1 out of 1. You know who you
The
are.
battle was not going spectacularly well.
Yes!
What had the rebels been thinking? They'd been thinking he would bring the Skyripper. Yeah. Or that he'd sideline Zenobia somehow. Or turn her. Couldn't he use the Skyripper just once?
After all, if chances were 1 in 128, that meant he'd for sure be okay the first time.
Yeah,
They'd get worse each time he used it, but the first time would be okay, right?
Mm-hmm.
He wasn't sure that it was right.
That's
So he
exactly how
didn't fire the
statistics work.
Skyripper. He just brought it along, in case.
I don't know, man. I like those odds. I like that objective. Can do. Okay, let's go this way. Let's go this way. Use that fucking sword.
Had that door been opened before?
So now I can, now that I've got all 4 swords, like the Legend of Zoldorf game, I can open every fucking door. I can go anywhere I want. Ooh, what's that one? Elemental resistance. That's a good one to have. That one makes you... Yeah, dramatic slow-mo. Oh, Jesus. This is lasting a while. Okay. Elemental resistance makes you more resistant to warlock attacks.
These poles.
Because warlocks are a bunch of dicks.
Someone
a
had
bunch
told
of
him the odds
dicks.
didn't change just because you'd had a streak of good luck. His gut told him that was wrong, though. And he always listened to his gut. On the other hand, 128 chances to win. But one of them, he'd destroy the universe.
Those odds are
That
pretty good, man.
seemed a bit serious.
Those are
Maybe he
pretty
could
good
defeat
odds.
the Emperor without firing the Skyripper. Maybe he could bluff, but with a real weapon. Like in cards, you had 3 names, but you pretended you had a fizzbin. That could work.
The number of times I've pretended I had a fizzbin. So many. So many times.
That is how we do it, said Reynardo to himself.
I mean, you'd think that they'd catch on, because as we all know, there's only 7 fizzbins in a deck of cards. But it's a ploy that always works. Oh, come on. Haha. Hey, Warlock, thank you for exploding all your friends for me. That sure was polite of you. So courteous. So nice.
There was an engraving. Maximum capacity, 130 people.
That seems unlikely. Woo. Maybe it means ever. Once again, those planks definitely fell and tore that fucking wing. Do these things need wings? It seems like the platforms just have crystals. They don't need wings. Maybe the wings are just for show. They are very cool. Those lower ones don't seem to have wings. Hey, 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 stop. Hey. Hey. Stop. Wait, I'm still hurt. No, I'm not. Woo. Hey, stop. Damn. God, the gem that makes it so that standard attacks just, bust their shields is so good and basically necessary. Boom, 41 hit combo. Combo. Hey, nerds.
He set up the Skyripper and let it warm up. He
Yeah.
would bluff if he had to. Zenobia came out, flanked by a very daunting platoon of ravens.
You won't actually use that, she said in that annoying, I know everything because I'm a cat and you know nothing because you're just a fox voice she had.
I mean, that is an accurate voice.
Good. Because there's a real chance you could destroy the universe.
Not
Not
really.
the first time I use it. The odds are too low. What?
Exactly.
No. Yeah, sure. The first time, the odds are practically nothing. They only go up
Exactly.
if I use it a bunch more times.
Precisely.
That's not how odds work.
That's exactly how odds
You
work.
pay attention in class. Now surrender, or I'll use it. Just once, he said.
That's all
Don't.
it takes.
Felt sure the odds were with him. You have to go with his gut. That's what heroes do.
Yeah.
Fire, he said.
Kablam.
Please.
And
Skyripper
everything went
With a tremendous
fine.
whoosh, the Emperor's flagship went up in flames. It was awesome.
Yeah, it was.
Then
And we
he
won.
noticed
The
there
end.
was a hole
The
in
good
air.
ending.
A blackness, like a tear in a parchment. Wind was blowing into it, widening it. It grew larger, and even larger.
And
Crates fell
everything
upwards
was
into it,
fine.
And the world itself seemed
The
bent,
end.
like the reflection on a curved mirror, as it poured into the ravenous hole.
Maybe
1 in 128. What are the odds? Thought
21
Reynardo. And
sixes.
then everything fell into the hole.
Fucking
and was
ridiculous.
Reynardo
Fucking
stared at the book.
ridiculous.
He was still alive. Again. And still only flying away from burning Ubar. Had he lived that adventure?
Ooh,
Or only
5
dreamt.
fire essence.
Had he really died? It felt so real, not like
Nice.
a dream at all. And he'd lost again. Oh, he hated that. But he had made different choices. And he'd lost in a different way.
It's
It
very
was the
important.
book, wasn't it? Oracles showed you your destiny. But this was showing him different ways he could die miserably.
It's like
Thanks a bunch,
my
book, he
brain.
thought. But these were destinies that he did not have to fulfill. But he'd learned another true thing. The core was powerful, but dangerous if used improperly.
I mean, so are most things. But alright, so, with that, we'll call this episode.
But that meant there must be a destiny where he survived and won, right?
Yeah.
Otherwise, what was the point? And with that, the book's pages fluttered back once more to the beginning, and
Woo!
the clouds parted over the Isles of Boreas. It was
Yeah.
time to choose. The rebellion was in
Yeah.
trouble. Ravens
Yeah, they
were
were.
scouting for the secret rebel base.
They'll never find
They
it.
needed a game changer.
They
Pieces
do.
of the Skyripper had surfaced. Reynardo knew that using it could go catastrophically wrong.
I
He
mean,
was sure he could figure out how to use it safely. Also,
surely that won't
Temple
happen
had
a
risen out of
second
an empty
time.
desert. The Emperor
The
had
odds
brought
are
the
too
Skyripper
small.
pieces up out of ancient burial by his obscene rituals. Could this be where the Iblis stone was hidden? Someone better get it before he does, thought Reynardo. And also, his old friend Lapino needed rescuing. Of course.
Lapino
Reynardo
was
had
a
pretty
dick.
strong suspicion that Lapino had betrayed the rebellion. But could Reynardo really leave an old friend to the Ravens?
But alright. So thanks for watching, everyone. I'll see you next time for another fucking... as we find out another secret and continue a different story. So yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye!